Boom. We're live. So, we'll give a few minutes for people to join us. We decided to go live directly through YouTube. So, welcome to YouTube Live, everybody. Sometimes you have to just make decisions on the fly, and so that's what we did. YouTube's been working a lot better than Crowdcast for a lot of people. So we're just going to give some time, as I said, for all the languages to join this new link. And yeah, there is a chat in YouTube. So as you guys sign in,
so we're not
go ahead and say hello. What? Yeah, see, Slovakia's here. Hello.
So will you give clear directions for people?
Well, if people are seeing this, then they already have clear directions.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now we can see people joining us again.
Cool. Sadness and head pain in Miami. I think it's in the field today. And it seems part of the organic process of what we're doing here. Part of uplifting ourselves is reckoning with the way things have been. So it's interesting that we can fly so high. Like yesterday, it was such a high vibration and so tangibly buzzing. And then the next day, it's like everything can be coming up, or the sadness can be coming up. And it feels, for you, it was like a planetary sadness.
Well, it was personal.
Mm-hmm.
And then that connected me into the intensity of there's all kinds of sadness that people are experiencing. And
yeah, so welcome to YouTube, everybody. It is not working in Crowdcast today. So we're here and we're happy to be here. Yeah. Yep. So
people are still checking in. Officer has something to say, but we'll give another couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And where we're living here in Mount Shasta, things are beginning to open up today. The restaurants can open, and finally I can get a haircut.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
So what Alcazar was saying about we have a window of opportunity here, and that window is to put out these energies of what we wish to create before everything gets back normal, which a lot of people are trying to do. We don't want to go back to an old system. We'd like to create something totally new. And although that's not going to happen overnight, by our putting energy into it, we will start pulling that into our reality. And so the focus today is actually on what exactly to create. And I'm going to ask you all to get a pen and or something to write with, because we're going to be asking people to put in the chat box in a while your concept of what you would like to create in the new reality. So don't always be focused on what you want, not what you don't want. So we don't want to try and say no more poverty, because the energetic is around poverty. We want to say abundance for all. Because then you're putting out the energetic of abundance. You're not putting out the energetic of poverty. So we want to phrase things very simply in a very short sentence of what it is we wish to create. And then we're going to invite people to put in the chat box your ideas about the new future. Again, very, very short sentence. And making sure that it's not focused on what we don't want, but what we wish.
And what we're interested in is very kind of specific, grounded visions for the future. Because saying things that are flowery, it's beautiful, but it can sometimes be a little bit meaningless. So we have some examples that we'll give, but we want you to really focus on specifics that are very real, like access to clean water for everyone. And in this way, we're building a vision that's very practical and grounded and that the quantum field can respond to.
So the reason I asked you to get something to write with is because as you read through the different suggestions that people will make in a while, and everyone that you resonate with, everyone that you feel you can put 100% of your energy behind, you can write that down so that each one of us will end up with a list of things that we feel we wish to put energy into creating. Okay?
Sweet. People are writing some nice things already. Every person on earth feels dearly loved. That's beautiful. And that's very specific.
Yeah.
Respect for earth, the nature, all living forms.
Okay, so there's a comment here from Rainforest Flow. We bring clean water to remote native tribes here in the biosphere. Take all of that out and just put clean water for everyone.
She's saying that's literally what she's doing right now.
Oh, I see. I apologize.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, people are starting to write things in already.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's see what Elxa has to say.
Okay.
Beloved ones, we greet thee, tis Alcazar. And we invite each one of you right now to close your eyes. Stop what you are doing. And take a breath a little deeper and a little slower. And so start breathing in this way, a little deeper and a little slower. Stop what you are doing right now and breathe with us together, a little deeper and a little slow, so that we can all bring our energy into a more centered place. There is a lot of exciting chaos. It is of great import for each one of you to realize that in this year of your 2020, as we have said many months ago, this is a year which will be challenging. The first major challenge you are already experiencing, that which you are calling a virus. There are more challenges for humanity. Some will be for the whole planet, some will be for particular areas. What is important if a challenge arises in your life? To do what we are doing right now, stop what you are doing. Breathe a little slower and a little deeper, and allow your energy to calm down. Allow your energy to move, or the focus of your energy to move from your thoughts to your heart. Feel your heart and relax into your heart center with a greater potential. Then you start to align yourself to your super consciousness, and then your super consciousness can guide you. You will get feelings or ideas what to do, how to handle this situation that is a challenge for you. So it is of great import for each and every one of you to ask an opportunity to stay centered and connected to the greater self. If you can truly understand this, you will find that you still have a beautiful flow through your life. So, we would like to give a perspective on what has been occurring today. As this one Prageet started to say, for him there has been a sadness coming to the surface. For many people, there have been emotions of different kinds coming to the surface. And as this one Julianne has said, work of 2 days, this is a day when an awareness starts to arise of those things that are holding you back. Those things that perhaps you are not allowing yourself to feel. And so in this 3rd day, many of you will be feeling various emotions or various limitations that have been with you, but now are coming to the surface. And allow them to be there. Allow them to be fully felt and understood. Asking yourself, do I need to stay with this limitation? Is it time to let it go? So, beloved ones, in the meditation that we do in a short while, we will bring some energies to speed up the understanding and then the release of those difficult energies that have been coming up for so many around your world. So, as you have gathered together, waiting for this broadcast to start, there have been so many people whose energy has been a little chaotic. This is being reflected by your technologies. Nothing is accidental. You are coming together with an intention to use this technology to create the new, to bring yourselves together so that you can create this wave of energy of change. And always in a duality, you have to face and be aware of that energetic opposition, and to allow that part of yourself to be loved. And so part of the creation process is, first of all, loving self. Because if you do not feel love for yourself, you will not truly allow the abundance on all levels to come to you, because there is a feeling of, I do not deserve it. So, relax about the technologies. Allow them to work for you. If there are moments when it does not, breathe. Stay connected to the global energy field. You do not need technology to feel the energetic connection around the world. If you center yourself and invite us to assist you feeling the thousands of people all meditating together right now. So, beloved ones, breathing and a little deeper, a little slower and a little deeper. Being present, doing nothing right now. Just connecting energetically to everyone around your world. So, before we discuss things to create, we will do a meditation to bring all the energies together.
And so, beloved ones, it is to intention, a great energy behind your intention to create a brighter future. Always with change, the first step is to bring love to what has been. And so in this meditation, we will be inviting you compassion for your planetary system. For on a higher level, on the level, you are indeed all connected as one. And so the imbalances that have been on this planet have been felt by you. You have felt everything to recognize the implications of what this means for you. As you awaken, you become more and more aware of your connection to all life. And so it is beautiful that you are awakening as a collective on your earth. And yet you are in this phase where the chaos comes to the surface. This is part of the release of the old. We have said many times, the old has to break down before the new can be created. And so we thank you for your service here as you come together to infuse your awareness, your intention, your beingness into the creation of the new.
Okay. So, we do meditation.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And so we just ask everyone to relax, close your eyes, and really feel yourself very present in your body. Feeling yourself very present in your body. And again, in these meditations, there's nothing to do. It's about relaxing into the energies. And as you relax, these energies can support you in what is most appropriate for you in this moment. And so we're asking people now to participate in the meditation. Please stop writing in the chat box. Just be present for the meditation. Okay. And so, beloved ones, as always, we start by inviting the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, up into your body and into your energy field.
We call for the energies of the earth, and we ask that each one of you bring your full attention and intention to this request. Feel Gaia. Ask your earth to embrace you fully with her energy.
Understand that there is a consciousness to your planet. Gaia is the consciousness. Understand that Gaia wishes to support humanity's evolution. The earth is here to support you in your experiencing. So feel, allow yourself to open to the possibility that the earth will respond to you, will support you with your intention. Very good. And now each one of you asking inside for an etheric stargate, the consciousness of the stargate, to come down around you.
We call for the presence of an etheric stargate.
And just feel or imagine, visualize a stargate forming around you. For when you ask, the consciousness will respond. Many of you will feel this. If you are not feeling it, just be open to the possibility that it is happening. If you have asked, the etheric stargate, the consciousness, will respond to you.
And asking your etheric stargate now to activate, to begin creating a gentle energy field.
We call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world, and all the physical stargates will be naturally activating themselves.
And all the etheric stargates that have been created at the various important places around your earth also activating.
Very good. And so now we are going to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster and faster. And as we do so, they will move up through the frequency ranges of the various dimensions. And we will do this starting right now.
And so vibrating faster and faster, rising through your third dimensional frequencies into the fourth dimension and accelerating faster still, vibrating through your fifth and into your sixth dimensional frequencies, and continuing until we are reaching the seventh dimension. And here we bring all the stargates to a gentle pause.
And so now we ask each one of you to ask inside for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate.
We call for a strong energy field of the seventh dimension.
And your stargate will begin to radiate these energies around you. And just relax into the field. Relax into the field. Very good. Very good. And as you relax, your own energy will gently harmonize with the energies from your etheric stargate. It is that simple. There's nothing to do. It happens all by itself. And now we continue to vibrate the etheric stargates faster, moving out of the seventh dimension up into the eighth, through the eighth, and into the ninth dimensional frequency ranges.
And vibrating quite rapidly now as we move through your 10th dimensional frequencies into the 11th dimension.
And continuing, vibrating up and merging into the 12th dimensional frequency ranges, where we pause once more.
And so all the etheric stargates around your earth vibrating at this 12th dimensional level. And we ask you to ask inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates. And just relaxing into the new energetics that are being gently radiated around you and, in fact, through you. For energies just move through the physical also. And your energy beginning to harmonize with the frequencies of the 12th dimension. Very good. Very good. And we are once more going to ask each and every one of you to ask with a strong intention, really wanting this to happen. So asking inside for all the guides, all the beings who have been working with us these last 2 days to bring their energies into this meditation once more.
We call for the energy presence of all the guides who have been working with us.
And just feel, here comes a gentle energy of all the guides. The energy field that you have created, which has been getting stronger with each meditation, right now, those energies are coming gently into this space. And so just feel and relax. Just feeling and relaxing. Nothing to do. And just allowing yourself to start resonating, relaxing into this soft energy field. And as we said a few moments ago, we will bring an energetic into this space to support each one of you realigning to this moment. And so we will invite the Galactic Command to assist in this meditation once more. And so each one of you asking inside now for the presence and support of the Galactic Command.
We call for the presence and the support of the Galactic Command.
And feel as they bring their energies into this space. The commander speaks. I greet you on behalf of the Galactic Command, and we are honored to be of service to humanity. For those of you who have not met us in this way, know that we are here to support human evolution. We are here not to control or direct you. We are here simply to respond to your asking. The asking, of course, depends on your coherence, the balance between your heart energies, your mind energies. We respond to you. Alcazar has asked us to bring an energetic to assist in aligning to the moment of now, so that that which has happened, that momentary chaos that many have been experiencing, you can bring yourself into the now. And so, beloved ones, as the commander departs, we invite each one of you to be ready simply for a gentle wave of energy. In fact, there will be 3 waves of energy coming from the Galactic Command. And so we invite and we ask the Galactic Command to send the first gentle wave of energy to us right now. And just feel, here it comes. Just a gentle, energetic flowing around you, and if you allow, flowing through you. You might sense the energy in your heart, relaxing, nothing to do. A gentle, calming energy coming to each and every one of you right now. And as that gentle energy continues, another wave from the Galactic Command coming to you right now. A different energetic. Maybe you can sense it feeling a little different. Again, it is not so important that you feel it. It is happening. Relaxing and allowing. And the third wave coming in a moment. And this third wave will be assisting you being present here now in this continuing moment of now. And so now we invite the third wave from the Galactic Command. And here it comes. Another gentle wave of energy. An energy which will be connecting head and heart, which will be energizing, even on the level of the physical body, the cells. Many of you might even sense a very subtle, very fine tingling or vibration in the body. And so this energy bringing support to realign you into the moment of now. And it is a choice, beloveds, to be here now or to simply drift away in the mind and perhaps miss some of that which is being offered in these moments together. Very good. And so, to add to this meditation, we are going to invite yet again the energies of both the Blessed Mother and Kuan Yin to support us individually in feeling our love and compassion for ourselves and for humanity.
So we ask you to ask inside deeply with a depth of intention. We call for the presence of the Blessed Mother and Kuan Yin. And feel. Here they come.
Here they come. The Blessed Mother, Mary or Maria, Kuan Yin, invite them closer. Invite them to embrace you with their love, their compassion. When you are struggling, when you are challenged, it is beautiful to invite these two feminine energies so that you can feel loved in the moment of your challenge, so that you can feel the compassion from these two. They can understand the difficulties of being human. They have been in the physical body as you are. And from their perspective, they can understand totally that which you individually are moving through. So whenever you are challenged, invite these two or any other guide that you feel deep connection with and ask them to love you and support you. And we will. So inviting the Blessed Mother, Mary or Maria, and Kuan Yin to pour their love, their compassion into your humanness. And relax and allow. Allow yourself to be totally loved just as you are. totally loved, even though you have judgments about yourself. They do not. Very good. Very good. And so, beloved ones, feel, relax and feel. Invite these energies to go deeper, allowing yourself to feel the love and compassion. We are hearing some of you saying, I do not feel it. Beloveds, change your words. Change from saying, I do not feel, to say, I wish to feel these energies. I wish to feel these energies. I wish to feel the love of Maria or Mary. I wish to feel the compassion and the love from Kuan Yin. Whenever you wish to feel or receive, focus on opening to receive, rather than saying, I am not receiving. When you say, I am not receiving, you are telling the quantum field that this is how you wish it to be. If you say, I wish to feel, then you are telling the quantum field that you are ready to feel. And the support will start coming to you. And so, take a moment and appreciate yourself. Take a moment, because together around the world you have created again a cohesive energy, an energy where you are all flowing together, where most of you are in harmony with this beautiful energetic. And so we invite you to feel, be aware of your own energy, the gentle vibrations. And then very slowly and very gently, bring your awareness back into your room. Very slowly, very gently, coming back. Okay. So, Alcazar has said that we're bringing these energies back together again, which is really great. So, I'm going to suggest that we actually move into a break right now, and I'm going to ask you, or suggest anyway, that you get something that you can write with, because we're going to be suggesting different things to each other about how to focus clearly on what it is we wish to create when we send out this energetic of creation together. it's going to be really important that we focus in a very simple way on exactly the kind of things that we wish to have in the new reality. Okay?
Okay.
So we will take a 15-minute break and then we will return again.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody.
Quite a journey we're on. So my suggestion was that you get something to write with. And the reason is that we're going to be asking you to put your suggestions in the chat box and keep them really, really short. Not a long paragraph, just a small sentence. Because the idea is that as we read your various suggestions, as people read the suggestions, you can individually write down those things that you align with. And so when you're feeling about what you wish to create, do it in a way where you're focusing on the new, rather than saying, I don't want this, I don't want that. For example, somebody said, no more war. Well, when you say it like that, the focus goes on war. So don't say no more war, focus on global peace. See the difference? Global peace is focusing on peace around the earth. So people are already writing thing. Instant health for all. Well, that's a sweet idea, but the reality is that disease is there for a reason, because it's reflecting something back to us. So Pedro is saying free healthcare. That's what we want to focus on. Free healthcare for all. So healthcare that focuses on health rather than the system that we have right now, which is not focused on health. It's focused on fixing disease. So free energy for all. You don't have to say where it's going to come from or how it's going to happen. It's just focusing on the feeling, the expectation that energy will be available for all of us in the ways that we want to use energy.
Yeah. Someone's saying education that focuses on the whole child. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. A new monetary system. Yes. A system where there is free movement and a sense of abundance for all. Peace on earth. Yes. Now, things are coming through very fast now, but great. Spiritual awareness for all. Again, that's something that we will be moving towards. So rather than spiritual awareness for all, I'd say the opportunity for each one of us to grow in our awareness in whatever direction we are individually guided.
One of the things that I'm creating with my intention is super fast internet for everyone. And the internet that the energy field, the electromagnetism of the internet itself creates a coherent field where it's actually enhancing our biology and helping us to be in a energy field that supports our cells.
Yeah. So honoring and loving towards all inhabitants here, all the animals, being respectful towards people and the animals and the nature. So as you see things scrolling through that resonate with you, then make a note of them.
I'm thinking now about something Alcazar has said about the Galactic Command, that they've actually have technologies to bring to the Earth that will help us do things like clean the water, clean up pollution, grow grow food in ways that are sustainable and bountiful, and that they gave conditions. They spoke with all the major governments on Earth, and their conditions were that the governments stop using the armed forces for war and use them for humanitarian purposes, and then that they take care of every person. So access to water, access to food. And it was
they approached each government and said, we will bring you these technologies on these conditions. No more fighting, supporting each and every individual in your country, no homelessness, no lack of food. And every single government that they approached wouldn't accept their offer. And so that's why they are working through individuals such as ourselves to connect with individuals around the world until there's enough of us that are demanding this new reality. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So agriculture that benefits the land as well as those that are eating it.
Mm-hmm. And we've heard of, I mentioned Nassim Haramein a few days ago. He's this physicist. One of the projects that he's working on is called Resonant Technologies Group. And some of the technologies that they're bringing forth are incredibly beautiful. For example, they have this, what looks like a giant water tank, and it's called frequency enabled agriculture. And what they're doing is essentially putting frequency into the water that allows the plants to have way higher yields and actually be like resistant to pests and all of these really beautiful benefits, and none of it's chemical.
Yeah, because ultimately everything is vibration. And so the nutrients that plants need, the nutrients are vibration. So rather than putting the physical nutrients, they're putting the vibration of those nutrients.
And it's working.
It's working
already. And
another thing that Nassim mentions in the same video, and we'll give you the links to this, is that they have already created a little device which you speak into, and that device will then tell you what diseases you have in the body, whether you're aware of it yet or not. And they've actually been testing it out on the COVID virus.
And it has very amazing accuracy. So just by your voice, literally like the way that your vocal cords are vibrating, they can start to like tell what's happening in your body. So these are amazing things. And you, as Prageet said, you can watch the video for yourself. But what I want to bring up here really is the big idea that they talk about is resonant versus dissonant technology. And they talk about how so many of our technologies are kind of outdated already, like making an explosion in your engine to get your car to drive. And they're going to start being widely available new ways to run your car on things like an engine magnet, where there's free energy, for example.
So I just want to comment on some of the things that people are writing, because we can't disregard the process that we all individually have to go through to complete what we're here for. And so somebody was asking for telepathy. Well, that's not something that we can ask for the whole global population. That will come as we evolve. Let's focus on very practical things that we can focus on having soon. on the planet. Okay? What else? So cooperation between all countries, yes. Freedom of movement, freedom around the planet so that we can travel as we have. Somebody is saying no borders. Well, borders will still be there, but no restriction to travel from one place to another. Okay? Free energy, yes. People talking about beautiful sexuality, all that's about education, changing our education system, letting go of the old limitations from that have been imposed upon us. More trust amongst each other. Yes, asking for a more trusting environment is beautiful. And having those people that represent us, what we've called in the past politicians, there's probably going to be another name for it, but so for our representatives to be there to represent the people, not their own self-interest, not the interests of their political party, but being there purely to work with and work for the whole of humanity.
And that's a powerful one, because what Alcazar and so many of us know is that the technologies we need to create a planet that has true abundance for everyone are already here.
Yeah. And again, there was something, no more child trafficking. If you're focusing on no more child trafficking, then the energy is going to child trafficking. Just respect, love and respect for all individuals, and that includes the children, and education for all, so that even those who are in the later years of their life, education is available. Asking for more compassion, yes. Benevolent governments and businesses. Heal the water and help Gaia get comfortable. Jules mentioned clean water. The technology for cleaning water has been around. I met a scientist, I think he was Swedish, 30 more years ago, and he cleaned up an extremely dead, polluted lake with his technology. And when he showed it to governments, they weren't interested. He created a whole sewage system that took sewage, raw sewage, turned it into fertilizer, electricity, fertilizer that could be used right away, electricity and clean water. And nobody wants to create that. That technology's been around for 30 years. He's approached different places and governments, and they're not interested in investing in that. So this is what we need to change. We need to focus on using these technologies that are already there, that can support us living in a whole new way. Okay. So what else is there? So one thing is respect for each one of us, respect for our differences, whether it's spiritual, religious differences, differences in sexual preference, differences in color of our skin, respect for all and honoring all in their choices. Somebody's saying fully recyclable goods and packaging. Yes, that's true, but let's focus on creating everything with the love and respect for nature, so that everything is part of the global process. Nature herself naturally processes and reprocesses everything. So if we start becoming aligned with nature, then everything that we will do will be in the perfect order. Again, there's technologies that can clean up the oceans. They're already here. It's about intending the technologies that can support this beautiful earth be available now.
You know, there's something interesting happening in the energy field right now. I just started noticing it. Do you feel that?
Talk about it.
Well, take a moment to close your eyes. It's like a drip, 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 drip of some kind of hope or upliftment. That's really nice.
Something which I haven't seen mentioned, but it probably has been, and that's economic freedom for all.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all different, and some people love to live in a very basic way, and other people like to live in extravagance. And you can allow for all likes, and respecting the ways that others choose to live their life.
And also freedom of time.
Mm-hmm.
So an abundance of time for everyone. People being able to choose what projects to put their energy into. People being able to choose how intensely they want to work versus be. Yeah.
Sustainable and healthy homes for everyone. Yes, beautiful. More free time for everyone. Part of freedom is freedom in time. With these new technologies, we're not going to be required to put so much time and energy into working in the old way. And if there's an income for everyone, the basic income for everyone, then there's not the demand, the feeling you have to go to work. Your basic needs are covered by your societies. And then what you wish to contribute, you can contribute freely. And so some people are talking about, well, here's one, raw milk legalized in all countries. It's like, let's see if we can really focus on major changes that we wish to create. And yes, there are all these individual things, but let's see if we can all come behind and intend some of these really important issues that we can hope to change. So Yolanda is saying teleportation. Well, again, this is not something that I would choose to put out as a change, because teleportation requires individuals being at a very high vibration. Right now, we want to focus on realistic change that we can call forth into our reality now. So focusing on teleportation, yes, that will happen at some point in the future, but maybe not in our lifetimes. Let's focus on what we can really energize right now.
more physical beauty in all cities, countrysides, and nature places.
Yes, that's very important.
Nice.
Making things beautiful. Right now, we make things functional. Now, let's start making things beautiful. Someone is saying inner peace for all. That's an individual choice. When we start to create these things, then inner peace will probably result in it. But we can't, if we put out an energy which is saying inner peace for all, then you are trying to manipulate individuals who, for their own growth, are not ready for inner peace. So it's really important what we put out is not imposing on individuals. Sandria is saying replicators like in Star Trek. Again, yes, it will happen at some point, but let's not put our focus on that right now. For example, let's focus on clean water for everyone. That's really practical right now. Let's focus on the really practical things. Safe technological systems, right on, yes. Olga is saying painless birth processes. That's an individual thing. We can't enforce that.
We can definitely envision painless births.
We
for
can
everyone.
envision it, but we can't enforce it. That's an individual choice. Again.
I just say that because it's interesting. One of my friends from a while ago said that she had this memory, this ability to remember the planet she was on before she became human. And she said there were Stargates on that planet, and they would use them to raise the frequency during the birth process, which would make the bodies more fluid and create painless births.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, you're talking about teleportation. Like it's not going to happen in our lifetimes. And that might be true.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is while we're creating together a big wave of energy, I think it's more important to focus on some really tangible things that can happen soon.
All I'm saying is things happen quickly. And, someone wrote in that there are already teleportation structures, which to me is funny because Alcazar said that the Stargate will be used for teleportation.
Right.
So it's interesting, Yeah. I think these things can be a part of our visioning, and it's not.
Yeah, it's what my feeling is. What I'm trying to create is a big wave of energy focused on really the most important things that we individually feel. And so to point out the way that we can put them out so that we're not focusing on what we don't want, and also putting out some of the really vital things that need to change right away, as well as those other things. Okay. So again, John is saying abolishing GM crops. That's focusing on GM. What I'm trying to really put over is that we have to focus on what we want to create, not what we want to get rid of, because the quantum field where we're going to be blasting this energy, it will respond to the frequency of the words and the thoughts and the feelings that you're putting out. So if you're putting out a frequency of GM crops, then that's going to be amplifying that energy. Put the focus on crops grown in a natural way.
Ecosystems
of
amazing flourishing, abundance, variety, and like forests of food. Things. There's a really beautiful documentary called Big Little Farm.
Holistic healthcare, great.
Okay.
For all. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Harmonious communications through all languages.
Okay. So it's great. Continue to put these things in. And I would suggest that if there's things that you really resonate with, note them down, because tomorrow we're going to be bringing all these things together, and we're going to be inviting each one of us to focus on the main ones for that you feel totally aligned with.
Yeah. And
quantum medicine, great. Yes.
the way that I see this happening around the planet, and the way I see it happening already, is this kind of groundswell of empowerment that allows people to start to just create these new ways. And for a lot of these things, there's almost a tipping point to them where, I mean, an example would be maybe Skype, these kind of like disruptive technologies where Skype let people start to talk for free with video calls. And now we video call each other for free all the time. And that's enabled so much more to come out of it. So it's kind of like another example would be in an effort to get computers and access to the internet to people in developing countries. Some company we were reading about in a book called The Future is Faster Than You Think actually dropped in tablets that were internet connected to the internet, and they gave them to children in the villages, and they didn't teach them how to use the tablets. But these kids, within like an astounding amount of time, like a couple of weeks, not only did they figure out how to use these tablets, but they were actually figuring out how to rewrite the programming code.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it kind of, this is what gives me a sense of what's actually possible just with a simple realignment. And that simple realignment has to do with somehow the empowerment of the benevolent intention of the ordinary people of the earth.
And there's a couple of examples I just wanted to mention. You've probably heard them before, or you may have heard them before. And the first has to do with the belief system of humanity. And the more you can believe that something can happen, the easier it is for it to happen. And an example that many people use has to do with the sport, the running, the 4-minute mile. The 4-minute mile. It was just unavailable. Athletes would get close, but they could never break through it. And then at one point, there was an English runner, Roger Bannister, I think his name was. He ran the 4-minute mile. And it shocked the whole athletic community. And then in the following year, there were many who ran the 4-minute mile. Why? Because suddenly it was in the morphic field that this is possible. Before, in the morphic field, it was impossible. And then suddenly, this courageous guy did it. And then suddenly it was possible, and now it's common for those athletes to run a mile in 4 minutes or less. So that's one of the things. The other thing has to do with flight, because flight was impossible, and people were laughing at those people that were trying to fly. And yet, again and again, there were people all around the world. And you might have seen videos of people with feathers and all these kinds of things, but the intention was to fly. And now look at us. You know, we're sending people into space. So it's about what you can believe is possible, what you can allow, what you can bring into the morphic field. And so this wave of energy that we're intending to create is going to put a huge blast of energy focused on some of these items that we've been talking about, so that it's no longer impossible, it becomes possible in the morphic field. And when we put this energy saying, this is possible, and this is possible, and this is possible, then that is in the field. And those people with the skills and abilities to do those things will bring them into reality. So that's what it's all about. And the beauty of working like this with the Stargate and with all the guides who will be supporting us, when we do this meditation, when we send this wave of energy, the guides are going to be pouring energy through your energy field. If you ask for that support, which we will be doing, they will be putting energy into your energy field, and you will be directing it through your humanness into the human morphic field. And we will be creating a huge planting of seeds, as Alcazar has said, seeds of the new future. That's why I'm saying, if we can focus all together on things that are very practical, things that we wish to draw into our reality very soon, the more of us that are focused on those things rather than teleportation, perhaps, which is, yes, it's a nice thing, and an individual might want to choose that. But let's focus on things like clean water, abundance for all, the clean air, free energy, food for all, those kinds of things, travel available for everyone who wishes it, basic needs fulfilled, health for all, health services which focus on maintaining health rather than fixing problems. Okay, so that's why I'm saying some of these things they're great, but let's focus on what we really, really wish to see changing right away. So that's my little speech.
Okay. How long have we been talking?
I don't know.
We usually have a countdown timer, but we didn't turn it on this time.
Okay.
So, where do we go from here?
Well, I'm wondering whether we should move into another meditation.
That sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay. So, yes, we'll do a meditation. So thank you all for your suggestions. And now I'm going to ask everyone to stop typing into the chat box and focus on getting ready for the meditation. You can continue making comments after the meditation. So closing the eyes, relaxing, feeling yourself very present in the body, feeling your energy field. Bringing your total focus to the meditation right now. And again, I'm just asking people, stop typing in the chat box and join us with the meditation. And so, beloved ones, feel self and relax. Feel self and relax. bring your awareness to your heart center. It is important when you are having discussions such as these to remember to keep the heart in communication with the head, so that you are sending out balanced, cohesive energetics. And so again, we ask each one of you to ask inside for a connection to Gaia, to the earth.
We call for the energy of the earth.
And feel Gaia responding to you. If you do not feel, imagine, because your imagination can actually assist in your sensitivity. And now each one of you inviting again your etheric stargate.
So we call for the presence of our etheric stargate to recreate around us, visualizing, feeling your stargate, and you are sat or lying down within it.
Very good. And now asking for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
And relaxing into those frequencies. And now inviting all the guides who have been working with us these days to bring their energy a little stronger into this field.
We call for the energy presence of all the guides.
And just feel the gentle energetic support coming to you. Just feeling, just allowing the energies to come to you. And just asking inside for the guides to bring their energy just a little bit stronger, a little bit more. Very good. And beloveds, many of you have heard perhaps us talking about the physical stargate is just a reminder of the abilities that you have within you. The stargate is an interdimensional doorway. It is an access point. You have that same ability within you. Your heart, when it is in alignment with your pituitary and pineal glands, they become your own internal access point to the other dimensions. And so we are wishing to support each one of you in moving towards the time when you can access other dimensions through your own internal abilities. It is closer than perhaps you may think. And so, beloveds, we are going in this meditation to support a process which can move you closer to the functioning of your own internal Stargate. And as always, we say you are all unique individuals. Some are very close to having this experience. Others have other things that they need to approach, understand, and work through in order to create the freedom that is needed for you to be able to access this internal Stargate. Very good. And so, again, we are going to be working with the Galactic Command. And the commander wishes to come once more to say a few words about this process. So Alcazar steps aside for a few moments. The commander speaks. We greet you again. We are touched by the expression of so many. It is our function to support humanity in its evolution. And we see and we feel the energies that you are bringing together already. Your intentions for the new. Your willingness to join together, to energize a more beautiful experience here on your earth, to energize an alignment with your physical earth, with nature, an alignment with the other beings who share this earth with you. We are touched. We feel the strength of your intention. And as Alcazar has said, we will assist in the facilitation in your tomorrow of the radiating of your intentions around your world and into the morphic field of humanity. In these moments, we will be bringing to you frequencies that for many of you will gently vibrate the pineal and the pituitary glands. This vibration may be sensed by some of you. It is not important or necessary to feel the vibration. That is why I have asked to speak with you directly. Do not be concerned because you do not feel. These energies are very fine. Most of you will not feel these subtle vibrations. You may, however, feel afterwards, in the next days or weeks, that something has changed. Your inner vision is perhaps getting a little stronger. So, we thank you for your availability. We also need your permission to proceed sending these vibrations to you. And therefore, we ask each one of you now to give us your permission to work with you in this way. As Alcazar has said before, simply say yes, please, or no, thank you. And should you choose not to respond, We will not be sending these energetics to you. I am the commander, and I withdraw. And so, beloved ones, we will prepare simply by moving into a deeper relaxation. We will ask you once more to breathe a little slower and a little deeper, and to bring your awareness to your heart center. We ask once more for those who are still focused on writing in the chat box, we ask you to participate. It is important if you wish to receive these energies, and if you choose to bring your energy to amplify this new future, then these step-by-step meditations are important for you all to participate in, because in that way you will become a more powerful energizer, a more powerful creator of this energetic wave of the new.
And so, beloved ones, relax. Bring your focus into this moment. Your presence is all that is needed. You can relax here. You are being vibrated by your etheric stargate, by all the guides. And we invite you now to ask inside for your earth's energy once again to come up into your body. So just inviting, visualizing the earth embracing you. We call for Gaia in preparation for the energies that will be coming from the galactics. There is the potential for each and every one of you to be embraced by the energetics of certain power spots around your earth. Your Mount Shasta, your Haleakala and Maui, and various others scattered around your earth, Lake Titicaca. There are so many places that hold special energies for humanity. These power spots are constantly radiating energies of support for humanity. They are activators of your remembrance, for many of you have lived there in your past when these places were functioning beautifully, when their true purpose was known. And so we ask you right now, just with an openness, not expecting to feel it in any particular way, asking inside for the energy of the power places around the earth to come to you.
We call for the support and the energetics of the power places around our globe to assist in energizing each and every one of us.
And feel, relax, and feel the energy that is coming through the quantum field. This is a gentle reminder, a gentle opening is possible. It is for you to say, Thank you. Bring me more. Connect me to these power places even more strongly. For the energies that are coming to you are unique to you in this moment. Very good.
Very good. And so now we invite you to bring your full awareness to your heart center. Feeling your heart, the physical heart and the energetic heart center. And as we bring the energies from the Galactic Command, we are going to ask you to be focused in your heart, not focused in the pineal or pituitary. And so, as we have done before, we are now going to ask you to focus on the feeling, the sensation of love in the heart. Love for self. This is difficult for some. Choose to set aside your difficulties and love yourself in this moment. Loving yourself as you are. So often you do not love yourself because of a judgment that you have or judgments about how you are, what you have or what you don't have. Right now, love yourself exactly as you are. And as we have done in previous meditations, now send the love from your heart up into your head, into your brain-mind mechanism. Feeling an energetic of love moving up from the heart into the head, loving your mind, loving your mind. And then bringing your awareness once more into the heart, feeling love, love for yourself. And as you feel that again, ask your heart to send the energy up into the head, into the mind, loving self, loving self, loving self. And once more, focusing on the heart, feeling the love, love of self, just as you are. And then sending this love, asking your heart to send this love up into the head, into the brain-mind mechanism, loving your mind, loving the brain. Very good. And coming once more to the heart and staying connected now with your heart center. And we are going to call forth the subtle energies from the Galactic Command. Keep your focus on your heart and on loving self. And the Galactic Command start to send right now the first of these frequencies coming to you individually. An energetic coming down. You might even sense it as if it is surrounding you. But this particular energetic is focused on the pineal, staying focused in your heart as this gentle energy comes to you. Nothing to do, feeling love of self, feeling love of self, a gentle energy flowing to you, very gentle, almost imperceptible, staying focused on your heart as the pineal is gently massaged by the energies from the galactic command. Nothing to do, simply loving yourself. And as these energies continue to gently vibrate the pineal, now we are going to ask you to feel the love in the heart and asking your heart to send your love to the pineal gland within the brain. You do not have to worry about where it is, just sending the love to the pineal. Just visualizing a stream of love going up into the brain, loving the pineal, as the galactic continue to vibrate it with this very subtle energy. Very good. Love streaming up into the brain, loving self, just as you are. Very good. Continuing just to love, sending the love up to the pineal. And continuing sending the love just for a few moments more. And now, bringing your awareness once more to your heart center and to your physical heart. And the galactic command, complete that frequency. And feel your focus in your heart center, loving self, just as you are. Maybe you can feel the love getting a little stronger. And the next energy is about to come, and it is going to vibrate the pituitary gland. As always, nothing to do, maintaining your focus right now in your heart center. And the galactic sending the energy right now. Here it comes. And again, maintaining your focus in your heart as the pituitary now is vibrated in a very subtle energy field. Nothing to do, loving yourself, staying focused on self-love, feeling your own love for yourself. A gentle vibration continuing, vibrating the pituitary. Nothing to do, loving self, loving self, loving self. And now as you focus on your heart, asking your heart to send love up into the brain, to send love to the pituitary gland. Again, you don't have to worry about where it is, just asking the heart to send the love to the pituitary gland. As the command continue to send this subtle energetic. So you now flowing energy up from your heart into the pituitary gland. loving self, sending this self-love up into the brain. Just that. Not trying to change anything, just sending the love. Very good. Very good. Nothing to do. Sending the love just with your intention, just by asking the heart to radiate the love up into the brain. Very good. And now, bringing once more your awareness into the heart center, feeling your heart, focusing on love of self in your heart. And the galactic command complete that second wave of energy. And now they are going to bring the final wave, the final frequencies, which will be stimulating both of these organs and the heart center. And so the galactic command, start to send these energies right now. Nothing to do, staying focused in your heart. And this third energetic from the galactic is focused on these three organs working together harmoniously, coherently, resonating together. For each of these organs has a physical responsibility for your body, but the higher aspects of these organs are very different. The higher aspects of these organs functioning in harmony together will create your own internal Stargate. The energies have also been stimulating that which you sometimes call your third eye or your inner vision. So some of you might even notice in the days to come the inner vision being a little clearer. Very good. Just a moment more as these coordinating energetics flow to you. Very, very subtle. Staying focused in your heart, loving self. And now these energies are also brought to a completion. And tune in and feel your overall energetic right now. Feeling yourself in the body. And again, very slowly, very gently, bringing your awareness back into the room without rushing, just very gently coming back. Okay. So again, just very gently coming all the way back. And then, as always, we appreciate your comments. So put them in the chat box. What did you feel? Grace said she felt so much restructuring in her brain. Very powerful. Beatrice is saying marvelous connections. Marissa is saying, wow, where did we go? I don't know where you went, Marissa. I stayed in Shasta, but I certainly felt the energy. Projector saying, I saw a huge blue eye. Yeah, inner vision. Beautiful. Angelica is saying, wow, I felt like I got hit by a lightning bolt in the middle of that. I guess you were very receptive. Connie is saying, very thick energy. Yeah, it's like a pressure. It's difficult to describe it sometimes, yeah. Somebody's saying harmony between their organs. I cried so much when you asked us to love ourselves. Christina is saying my third eye pumps. It was so beautiful, I didn't want to come back. Yeah, that's often a feeling that we have. Smooth and calming energy. Generating much heat.
Well, cool.
Oh, Jules is back. Welcome.
Hi, Brigitte. So we've been going for over an hour in this session.
Yeah.
Let's take 15 minutes.
15-minute break, yeah. Okay, so the chat remains open, so continue just to let us know what you experienced. And we will come back in 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so welcome back to the Emergence Livestream.
And let's hope it's going a little bit better for most of us. And I've been reading some of the comments from the last meditation, and it feels like people are connecting and receiving in many beautiful ways. And I still see one or two people still making suggestions about what we wish to create. And I just want to comment on one of them. One of the comments was more harsh punishment for crime. That's absolutely the wrong way to look at what's going on. I understand what you're saying, but it's like, let's focus on peace and equality.
Yeah.
When you're focusing on crime, that's where you're putting energy. People living together harmoniously. When we're living together harmoniously, there is no crime. So there's no need to punish. Punishment is the old control mechanism from the past. So it's not about punishing. It's about understanding and educating. So if we're having equality for all, and if we're educating, then punishment dissolves. No need to have it anymore. So we need to be really, really aware of what it is that we're asking for, what we're putting out for. Because if we're putting out thoughts like that, then you're actually enforcing the old rather than changing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so important to understand. So Christine is saying responsible leaders who are emotionally mature and have wisdom, integrity, and compassion. Yes, that's along the lines of what feels good to me to create. Okay. So one thing is, Vareed reminded me, we haven't said to you, drink plenty of water. So that's so important these days. Drink plenty of water. Carol is asking, was the commander Ashtar of the Galactic Command? No, it was the commander who calls himself commander. I believe, my understanding anyway, is that there are different commands within all the star families that are supporting us. Diamond is saying integrity in the workplace. Yes, let's expand that just to people living in integrity rather than just limiting it to the workplace. Living in love and integrity. Yes, somebody's saying focus on the positive. It's even beyond that. It's focusing on oneness. This is a really important thing to begin to understand. It's not about positive and negative. And it's not about the light and the dark anymore. Alcazar, when you bring in more light, what's happening somewhere else, because we are in a duality, there's more darkness coming in. So if you're bringing in light somewhere, because it's a duality, it's maintained, what we're doing is to bring in oneness. The light of oneness is a light. It's an energy of oneness that we want to have behind each one of these things that we're focusing our energy into creating. So when you're creating, if you can visualize oneness as opposed to separation and duality. Bo is saying, guard the Constitution. Bo, let's move beyond a Constitution, which is just laws that we have to follow. Let's move into a place where laws are no longer needed. Guidelines to help people. Guidelines which are part of our education system, just so that we know and we learn how to flow together. to honor and respect each other. So, acceptance of where people are. Yes, it's loving yourself as you are, and then that will naturally flow over to honoring and loving everyone else. Okay? So, this is a really interesting experience today, because I feel like we're being brought very much into the moment, into the now. All our concepts of what we were going to do and the various possibilities are just... We have another meditation that we'd like to do in a moment. And I'm just tuning in to see if there's anything else. Yes, Alcazar has a few things to say. Beloved ones, we are touched by the intention, the energetic of intention that is being created by your combined group focus. And as this one said but a moment ago, focus your intention with an alignment to oneness as opposed to separation. Have your thoughts about creation be aligned with oneness. So when you look and feel about what you wish to create, ask yourself, does this align with oneness? Because when you feel, yes, this is part of the oneness, then you can bring your energy fully there, knowing that the energetic of oneness is a great power in this reality. Because if you are bringing the so-called lighter energies or the darker energies, there is always the conflict. It is moving beyond conflict into the oneness. Focus on oneness rather than duality. Okay? So the meditation that wishes to happen is a short, beautiful one to assist you in aligning to your own truth, your own clarity. Okay?
Okay.
So we move into the meditation.
Okay, so
Yeah?
we invite you all to relax and go inside.
And so, beautiful people, close the eyes, relax, connect into the earth and to your etheric stargate. Again, be with the meditation. Wait until the meditation is complete before you write comments in the chat box. Simply be present. And inviting into your etheric stargate all the guides that have been working with us these days.
So once again, we call for the presence of all the guides and benevolent beings who have been assisting with this process these days.
And feel as they again reconnect. And just feel the vibration in the energy field that connects you all together. You are connected in a global energy field. Can you feel it? And so now we are going to ask each one of you to ask inside for the Stargate Global Community morphic field to bring energies to you.
And so, asking with feeling, we call for the energetic support of the Stargate Community morphic field.
And just feel. Can you feel the energetic response coming from the energy that together your superconsciousness and the Alcazar group have created this morphic field of the Stargate community, bringing energy to you right now. Receive it and ask for more. Thank you. Bring me more energy from the Stargate morphic field. And relax into it. Very good. And just asking also for your super consciousness, whom you're always connected to. But ask your super consciousness to give you a little energy nudge so that you are saying to yourself, yes, I am here.
And so we call for the presence of our super consciousness.
Very good. Very good. And as many of you know, there is beneath Mount Shasta an inner earth community of Telos. This inner earth city is actually below this house. Part of it is directly beneath this gathering here. There are many different cities of light in other dimensions. On here, this very earth, Telos is but one of them. And because of their connection with the Stargate, we are going to ask each one of you to invite beings from Telos to come and join us right now.
So we call for the presence of the beings from Telos.
And feel. And they will be coming to you wherever you are and whenever you are connecting in this meditation. And so just feel the gentle shift in the energy as these light beings from Telos join us now. And there are, as we have said, other light cities. Some of these we have worked with in the past. There is one in your Bulgaria, above the city of Varna. There's one in your Brazil, and in other places around your world. And so we ask each one of you now to invite all the beings from the different light cities that would like to support humanity creating a new reality here. We invite them to support this meditation and this process of these 4 days.
And so each one of you asking inside, we call for the presence of all the light city beings around this beautiful earth.
And invite them to bring their energy into the meditation right now. And come closer. Very good. And there is one light city that we are going to focus on in this particular meditation. And it is a city that is over the energy of your island of Crete in Greece. There is a light city there, overseen by the master Hilarion. And so, first of all, we ask each one of you to invite the presence of the master Hilarion.
And so we call for the presence of Hilarion.
And feel. Here he comes. Hear the energies of the master Hilarion, bringing his presence and support to each and every one of us right now. Very good. And in this light city, there is what is known as the Temple of Truth. And it is possible for us to bring the energetic of the Temple of Truth into this meditation right now. And so we ask for each one of you to invite the energies of the Temple of Truth.
And so just the asking is all that is needed. We call for the energetic presence, the vibration of the Temple of Truth.
And feel. Many of you feel a gentle energetic coming into the meditation right now. It is the vibration of this temple. And allow your inner vision to see or to imagine this temple of truth. And you are invited to step into the temple of truth. The temple of truth is a place, an energetic. And if you choose to step into this temple, and if you choose to ask for the energies from this temple to support you, then you will start to align with your own inner truth. And your own inner truth may not always be what you have thought in the past. And so if you ask for the energies of the temple of truth, be ready for an adjustment, perhaps, of things that you have thought and felt in a certain way in your past, allowing for a higher alignment within you to your own truth. And so visualize the temple and move into it or find yourself in it if you choose. And if you are choosing to be in the temple of truth, look around with your mind's eye. Visualize it as it appears to you. There is no right visualization, just however it appears to you. And find a place within that temple that feels right for you in your visualization, whether you are seated or standing, wherever you are in that temple. And if you are ready to ask for the support of this temple in becoming clearer about your own truth, your own reality, if you are ready for this, then ask for the temple to vibrate you with the energy of truth. And so we call for the vibration of frequencies of the energy of truth to come into our beingness, to come into our humanness, so that we can know ourselves a little clearer, a little brighter. And just bathing in the energy that the temple is vibrating you with. Nothing to do. Just realize that there are so many guides from so many realms and dimensions who are here supporting each and every one of you as you gather together your intention to change your reality. Beloved ones, we honor each and every one of you for your participation. And we invite you to honor yourself for your willingness to participate in radiating a wave of change, a wave of oneness, which we will be assisting you in your tomorrow to send out around your world, bringing focus, creative energy. But one of the energies that will happen as a result of that which you are projecting, one of the things that will happen is that there will be a greater vibration of hope in your world. So many will be touched by these energies, completely unaware that they have been touched by them. But they will start to feel hopeful for a new future, hopeful for a better way of living. This is one of the great gifts that you will be radiating in your tomorrow. And to be aware that even in these moments that you have been talking about or writing down what you wish to create, that is already part of the energy that is moving out from you moment by moment. And that is why also it is so important to align with your own truth. That is why it is important, if you really wish to create a new reality, for your thoughts, your feelings, and your words to align with oneness, to align with this reality that you wish to feel and then wish to create. And so, beloved ones, you are in the temple of truth. These vibrations have been coming to you. Some of you need few moments more in this beautiful building that you are visualizing. And so we express our gratitude to the Master Hilarion for holding this temple available to humanity. And so, again, we invite you just to focus on your own energetic, noticing the vibration within. And again, when you are ready, without rushing, very slowly and gently, bringing your awareness back into your room, coming gently but fully back into the body. Okay?
Hi, Keith.
So that reminds me of this beautiful few weeks we spent in Crete doing a workshop and a Stargate facilitators training.
It was quite amazing because that energy of the light city over Crete is really relaxing and uplifting at the same time. So every time I would walk outside and I would see the sea and the waves, I would get flooded with this relaxing, uplifting vibration.
Yeah, very beautiful experience. So how was the Temple of Truth for you? What was your experience?
Someone saying, I don't think I fit in my body anymore.
Actually, you're never totally in your body. Your energy, your presence is much more than the physical body. So don't be worried. You can hang over the edges, and that's perfectly okay.
Someone else saying it was like being in a disco ball, tons of light. That's a cool image.
I felt the energies vibrating in my hands and a comfortable warmth around my shoulders. Beautiful. Very strong vibrations. Gustavo is saying, what a gathering. Yes, indeed. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could somehow see everyone? Mary is saying that she experienced her light being. Yes, if you saw yourself in the temple, quite possibly. The temple of truth was shaped like a geodesic dome. Yes, that was your creation. That's how you perceived the energies there. Other people might have perceived it in a totally different way. My temple of truth seemed to be clear crystalline. Yes, exactly. We all perceive it in a different way because we all need to receive it in a different way. And again, lots of comments coming through very quickly. I was in a double triangle, diamonds flooding from the sky into the earth. Again, this is an image, a symbol that is being given to you about what was happening. Somebody saw it as a glass cave. I saw white marble in the temple. Yeah, for me, this time I saw actually columns in my temple. It was different from the last time that I was there. Someone who's saying smooth, deep, and calming. Beautiful. White marble temple. I felt so safe. Nice energy. Okay. Carol was seeing
Dude, look
amethysts
outside. You see that?
all around.
There's like a huge white butterfly flying around.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Cool.
let's take a seat, Jules.
Okay, we're going to take a seat.
Somebody saw golden columns. Yeah. So, people are telling us what you saw. What did you feel in that energy of the temple? And excuse me, I'm not going to look at the camera because I'm looking over at the screen just to see and to read some of your comments. Lots of heat around and inside, more tears of joy. I was just one huge warm golden heart vibrating in a huge Merkaba.
Someone saying 3 intense hours. Yeah.
We can agree with that.
Today has been a very intense day for me, for sure. Living up to the day 3 as being this day where somehow it's when this really core stuff can start to be touched on.
Someone's saying that they felt clarity, someone's strong focus, deep love and soft peace. Penny had sweet tears. Susie was, missed it, Susie. Oh boy, intense, yes. Strong energy.
Someone
Very
sending love
pure.
to Ashley and Fareed. That's sweet. I think Ashley needs the love right now
Yes.
too.
Ashley was suffering this morning just like we were. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. I felt oneness in truth. Lovely. I felt my super consciousness touching one of my left fingers. Cool.
You know, it's interesting. I just felt this like tingly shiver go down my spine.
Oh.
I think acknowledging the deeper core stuff.
Nikos is saying, my daughter entered the room and felt how strong the energy was.
Cool.
Beautiful. That's nice of her for pointing that out to you. Carla felt like a queen. Great. Tamara felt stillness and warmth. Had the same intense energies just like the first session. Almost fell asleep. Cool. Okay. So some very beautiful experiences. Still just reading through them. Oh, that's interesting. Karen is saying pain all over my body. Okay. Appreciate it as an energy that is wanting to leave, holding on. So there's part of you that's holding on to an energy that wants to leave. So have the intention, acknowledge the pain, acknowledge it's a holding on, and allow that energy to flow. Ask that pain, do you want to flow up or down or left or right or forward or backward? Ask the pain, which way does it want to move? And then let it move in that way. And ask it when it moves to another place, where do you want to move now? And just let it move around until it out of your body. Pain is always holding on. That's something really important to understand. It's holding on to something, a thought, perhaps, something physical, perhaps, but Alcazar says it's always holding on. So when you experience pain, ask, what do I need to let go of? Okay. So we're starting to head towards the end.
Yeah, we're rapidly approaching the end of day 3. Tomorrow we'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of energies show up in the morning. What I was saying about the recognition of the core stuff is sometimes simply giving space to what's happening inside can allow it to move really quickly. But I'm pretty sure when I got that shiver down my spine, someone out there was sending me some energy, if not many people. So thank you for that. And maybe we could close just by sending everyone through our connected network in this moment, just sending everyone that love and that compassion, that energy of not pushing away what's trying to come up, but rather moving toward it and allowing it, as Priggy was saying, to move. So if we just close the eyes. So many of us have access to gifts. So I would invite you to remember that right now. Tuning in to the feeling of magic and possibility, the lightness of being, and start to just vibrate through the quantum field, through the connectedness of all of us, just vibrating an energy of love and compassion, an energy of embracing all parts of our human experience. And just feel the balance that starts to come from that.
And Catherine is asking, is it beneficial to do the meditations again? Absolutely. When you repeat a meditation, the energy is different because you are different. So all the Stargate meditations, whenever and wherever you experienced them before, you can repeat them again and again, and they will take you deeper each time, bringing in different energetics each time, because the energy is always responding to you in the moment. Even on the recordings, it's always responding to you in the moment. So you can do the same meditation dozens of times, and each time it will be different. Each time it will be adding on what happened in the previous meditations. Yeah. So a couple of people have been asking, where's the donation button and how can I donate? Well, because of the trouble we have with Crowdcast, there isn't a button there, but Jules can give you the link.
Yeah, we created a easy short link. It's stargate.live/donate.
And if we could ask Ashley to put that in a couple of times into the chat box so that people can see how it's written, especially for those in other languages.
And your support is greatly appreciated in whatever way you feel called and capable right now.
Yeah, it's difficult for us, actually. It's something that perhaps we need to overcome, but it's difficult to ask for your financial support because it's definitely needed right now in these times when we can't go out and do the workshops as we have done in the past, and our expenses are continuing to mount. And so if you feel to support us, we truly appreciate it. So thank you so much. And there's so many of you have already gifted us, and that is, again, so much appreciated. It's going to allow us to continue to share with you in these challenging and changing times. And we're really looking forward to those moments when we can actually be with you again in the physical.
Yeah, we were talking to Branka, our Slovene translator, the day before this 4-day experience started, and she was saying, I think we're doing really well as a community because we all expected to be able to gather together and talk face to face and give each other hugs, and we're missing that.
Yeah.
But we're doing really well in staying upbeat and positive, and so much of that, I think, is because we can all feel each other through the field. So thank you all for being a part of this experience.
And I expect and I invite you all to expect and create that tomorrow, when we come back together again, that everything technological wise is working beautifully. And to recognize that perhaps what was happening today was a reflection of the things that were being brought up within us. Because so often, as we said already, the third day brings up issues for people. And so if we have, 10,000 people and half of them are bringing up issues to deal with, that's an energetic of chaos. And the things that we need to resolve are not in harmony with us. And so we're bringing in this discordance, which was reflected by the technology. And so let us all focus on tomorrow, which is the final day, the day of the build-up and the day of the creating that wave of new energy. Let us all right now visualize it happening really smoothly, that we're all connecting really beautifully, that we can feel each other really strongly around the world. And we create this wave of change that is going to be so big that we're going to even surprise ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I can feel the energy changing as you talk about that.
Yes. I really ask you, each one of you, not to think about what can go wrong. Think about beautiful connections, communications, fantastic technology.
Yeah. Someone saying the electricity in their home actually went out a few minutes before we began today. Interesting.
Yeah.
I am remembering now, I promised to give you the link to this resonant technologies. It was a Facebook Live actually that Vareed told me about. And it was part of the Unity Global Meditation buildup. And I put a direct link to you because we knew we wanted to talk about these things, we created a page called stargate.live/resources. And there you can find the direct link to them describing this agriculture, frequency-based amazingness, and also the voice recognition that tells you what's going on in your body. And they talk about many different things that are just completely inspiring. So it's stargate.live/resources. If you want to go check those out, that's just something we felt to put together for you. There's a few other links on that page too.
Yeah. And stargate.live donate?
/donate. Yeah.
Stargate.live/donate.
Okay, cool.
So the chat box will remain open. And thank you all. Oh, somebody was asking, can I invite some friends to participate tomorrow, even if they haven't done the previous days? Yes, absolutely, you can. But prepare them. Let them know exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Everyone here thought that was really hilarious.
So yeah, someone's asking about the voice technology. If you go to that stargate.live/resources and watch the Resonant Technologies group video, you'll see they talk about it in there. It's called Sonify. It's spelled kind of weird. So yeah, that's the best way to get it, I think. Cool.
Okay. So again, thank you all the people that have been stressing out backstage, so to speak, all the translators and organizers who've been recreating with us in the moment. So thank you so much. Thank you for staying with us and keeping this process happening. And you can relax tomorrow because already thousands of people have seen it happening perfectly. So a nice, easy day tomorrow. Okay, we love you. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.